The Forgotten Battle of the Philippines, 1942. What if I told you that there was a battle in World War II, one that involved 80,000 men, that many have forgotten? A battle that was marked by unspeakable suffering, extraordinary bravery, and a promise that took years to fulfill. This is the story of the Battle of the Philippines, 1942, the forgotten chapter of World War II. It was December 7, 1941. And while the world was still reeling from the shock of the attack on Pearl Harbor, Japan set its sights on the Philippines, a key American territory in the Pacific. What followed was nothing short of devastation. The U.S. air base at Clark Field was destroyed in a single strike. Planes that were meant to defend the islands were grounded, leaving American forces completely exposed. But that wasn't the end of the story, it was only the beginning. In the days that followed, General Douglas MacArthur made a tough decision: retreat to the Bataan Peninsula, a place where the remaining forces could make a stand. But there was a problem. They had no air support, no supplies, and no reinforcements. What they did have, though, was courage and determination. Over the next 3 months, 80,000 soldiers, both American and Filipino, held their ground in one of the most grueling battles of the Pacific. They fought against overwhelming odds, disease, starvation, and constant bombardment. Yet, they never gave up. But by April 9, 1942, with their strength nearly exhausted, General Edward King made the gut-wrenching decision to surrender. This wasn't the end, this was where the real nightmare began. Over 76,000 soldiers were forced to march 60 miles through the unforgiving jungle in scorching heat, with no food, no water, and no rest. The Bataan Death March became a death sentence for thousands. Men who stumbled were beaten, executed, or left to die by the side of the road. What happened next was a cruelty so horrifying that even the toughest warriors were left broken. Thousands perished. But this isn't where the story ends, because in the midst of the horror, something incredible happened. Even in the darkest hour, Filipino guerrillas took to the mountains and jungles. They fought back, sabotaging Japanese supply lines and providing intelligence to the American forces. It was an underground war, one that most of the world didn't know about, but it helped pave the way for the eventual liberation of the Philippines. Fast forward to October 1944. General MacArthur returned to the Philippines, fulfilling his famous promise, "I shall return." But this wasn't just a moment of triumph. It was the culmination of years of resistance, pain, and the unwavering belief that they could overcome even the most impossible of odds. The Battle of the Philippines in 1942 is a story of unimaginable hardship, but also of unwavering courage. It's a story of loyalty between nations, of men who endured the unendurable, and of a promise kept in the face of overwhelming odds. Though history books may not always give this chapter the attention it deserves, it remains a powerful reminder of what true sacrifice looks like. Let us remember them. Always.